The Adrian College Sports Network wants you to join us in thanking one of our sponsors, the Carlton Lodge of Adrian. The Carlton Lodge offers a comfortable and convenient lodging experience. Carlton has spacious rooms and suites, fit for a peaceful night's sleep. Their amenities include a hot tub and pool, a 24-hour fitness center, a business center, and much more. A huge thanks to Adrian College's Choice of Lodging for sponsoring Bulldog Athletics.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Dear College Sports.
Dear College Sports.
Dear College Sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. we can see it.
A return to normal in all the things we love about sports. We're filled with hope just thinking about it.
Fans in stadiums and arenas, the hugs, high fives, and dog piles, the championship moments, even the heartbreaking losses. They're coming.
While this pandemic is not over, it continues to impact our lives. You've taught us to be resilient even in the face of adversity.
To control what we can control and put the greater good before ourselves, we've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength in each other, even when we were kept apart.
We found unity across campuses, conferences, and divisions.
We found out our voices carry weight.
Weight we'll continue to use for positive change.
If 2020 taught us anything, it's that nothing's guaranteed. We lost experiences and opportunities we may have taken for granted.
The bonding time with our second families, the taste of a hard-earned victory, the comeback stories.
Now, we're ready for the greatest comeback you've ever seen. To campuses, classrooms, and competition.
The moments together, face to face, hand in hand, arm in arm.
More celebrations in uniform and graduations in cap and gown.
You take us to places we never imagined. You hold us to a higher standard. You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a future full of promise.
We see a better world for you, for all of us, for college sports.
Hello students, this is President Adrian coming to you again from the President's Office at Adrian College. Hey, I'm sending you this video with some great news. Despite all that's been happening with the pandemic, COVID-19, etc., we've been hard at work on campus, and the faculty have recently approved 8 new degree programs, which I think are super exciting, and I want you guys to know about these so you can start to think about them as you think about your future academic career here. So here they are. The first one is in public health. We have both a major and a minor now in public health. Can you think of a more relevant major than public health right now, given all that's going on? The second one is supply chain management. If you're following the news, supply chain management is really where it's at. There are thousands of jobs. I happened to look before I got in this video. Some of these jobs pay over $100,000 a year. Right out of college, public health pays very well as well. Great area to go into. The third new major that the faculty approved is human resources. And you know, every business, whether it's Adrian College or IBM or something in between, has a human resource office. Lots of jobs, a great field to go into. The fourth is professional sales. Now, whatever your professional career, you have to know how to sell, whether you're selling yourself, whether you're selling goods, whether you're selling services, whether you're selling your character. Professional sales is a great thing to be trained in academically. The next one is esports management. Now, esports is just absolutely exploding across the country. And I know we have a lot of students that are athletes that would like to stay into sports. So we now have an esports minor degree. It's a minor right now, may turn into a major later, but it's a minor right now that you can get your degree in. And then we have 2 certificates that we're now offering in digital marketing, which is incredible. Digital marketing, again, whatever you're going into, if you can do some digital marketing, your employers will love it. So these are high skill, high pay, high need areas with literally thousands.
continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Here in the field, Lario in left, Marola in center, Perry in right, Emery, Olazowski, Hong, and Archulix, and Loach and McCannon are the battery. Miller taking advantage here. He's 3-0.
This will be a great start for the Bulldogs. If you're able to get your first man on base, it guarantees that your cleanup is going to come on.
Called a strike, and Miller threw his bat back, thinking it was ball 4. There's a little conversation with the umpire. He kind of apologized a little bit. You don't want to show him up.
I love the great deal of respect that is in the game of baseball.
Yeah, that one upstairs called a ball. Miller gets on with a free pass, and that will bring up Ty Peck. Ty Peck, back in that first inning, gave big chase trying to catch that ball at the wall, and then he was able to get it in quickly to prevent anything further than a double.
Yeah, I'd say he was only a stride or two away from picking that ball off and getting out of that inning with absolutely no harm. Looking to go for a sacrifice bunt here and fouls it off.
You know, being that center fielder, he does have
the speed to get himself on base, I guess. Might not necessarily be a sacrifice bunt in that scenario.
Could be bunting for a single here. Miller hops off of first. That one way up, almost went beyond the catcher, McGannon. Something you love here at the NCAA, fans in groups in their little pods. COVID protocol is in place. The Hill, still one of the best places to watch a baseball game from. That one's fouled off into the newly put in bullpen out here at the Nick. Awesome donor helped out. Put a little bit of a roof over the mounds out in the bullpen. Lets everybody stay a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows those pitchers like to sit out there and have a little fun, relaxing, watching their guy put in work on the mound.
The 1-2 was high, making it 2-2. Still nobody out here for the Bulldogs. Ty Peck in the batter's box. The right-handed hitter going up against the righty. The pitch, that one outside. Miller took off, and he's going to be safe. Beats the throw.
That's Adrian's 6th stolen base on the year, 6 for 11 now for 5th in the MIAA.
Miller at second now. Runner in scoring position. That one fouled off by Peck, and the count is full. No outs here. Miller at second. Peck in the box trying to tie this game right back up. It's 1-0 Brits. The 3-2 from Loach. This one swung on, driven to left field. It's going to fall foul. It was right on the line. Would have been trouble with the speed of Peck, but falls to the left and goes foul.
I think that might have had the distance.
Yeah.
I don't know if it had the height, though.
No.
The left and right field wall is a little bit higher than center field.
Yep.
Center field a little bit deeper, though.
You know, we talk about it with my coach over on the club baseball team, Brent Greenwood. We talk about you got to hit it about 350 to get it out here at the Nick when you go down the lines, even though it's 320. That one down low, it's going to be the second straight walk for Loach, and that's going to require a visit here from the pitching coach.
Early visit, and I think this is just more one of those, hey, let's calm things down, relax, take some time to just breathe and settle yourself down and get into this game. You've walked a couple batters to start the game, but it's nothing to get your head on or get your head down about and to really think about.
You know, we were talking about the dimensions here at the Nick, and we almost saw a dinger in that first inning, but down the corners, down the lines, if you will, 320. To get it over the fence, though, you probably got to hit it about 350. In the valleys of left and right field, it's going to be 375. Straightaway center field is 400 feet away with about an 8-foot-tall fence. And got to put a little bit of a drive into it to get it out there.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, we almost saw one go straight center, and he hit the base of the wall out there, so he was pretty close. And we see Peck almost go left field there as well. Boys showing some power out on the diamond today.
And now we bring up Gunnar Rainey, who can really swing the bat and hit the ball far. He steps in with runners on first and second. Nobody out. Sees the first pitch come in. It's called a strike.
He's having a little conversation with the umpire as well.
Being that catcher, you got to take advantage of it, right?
I mean, he's back there with them all day, so he's going to get real comfortable.
You will see that with him being the catcher. His zone might be a little bit different than everybody else's. Gunnar Rainey in 10 games has looked really good, 286. So that one's inside, called the ball, 2-1. 286 on the year, 42 at-bats. He's got 12 hits, 6 runs, 4 doubles, 1 triple, and a homer to his credit with 4 RBIs. And has struck out 7 times. The 2-1 bounced outside, and it's going to make it 3-1. Loach is really trying to find his aim here in the bottom half of the first inning.
And he's also not trying to give anything away. Obviously, you don't want to give anything down the middle, but sometimes they're looking for you to put stuff from the outside, and down the middle will work.
This one swung on, going to right center field at the back of the wall, and it's gone! A home run for Gunnar Rainey. 3-1 shot makes it 3-1 here at the Nicolay Field.
What a solid start to the year for him. Now his 7th RBI on the year, as the replay is going to come to your screen soon. This one comes right down the middle, like I just said, and he finds it and puts the barrel on it, blasts it away to center field for his 2nd homer of the year. And like I said earlier, his 7th RBI.
Still nobody out here for the Bulldogs, and after giving up 1 in the top half of the first inning, they get 3 right back.
That's a good way to make your pitcher feel good. He gives up 1, has you guys behind, and now you guys are able to put him back up front with some more time to work.
Castle looking to get that pitch. Usually after the pitcher gives up a home run, you're going to see a fastball hummed right back in there to try and get back and establish his zone. And, that was one of the first times we've seen Loach really get a pitch in the strike zone consistently, and Gunnar Rainey made him pay for it.
Yeah, like I said, a good catcher, a good hitter, when you get a pitcher that's going to give you one down the center, you're able to find it and put the barrel on it, and when you get good contact, it's gone.
Oh, and 2 on Castle. That one outside, called a ball. One and 2 here. The Britons still looking for their first out. This one swung on, going to left field. Nice catch there by Lario. That's going to be the first out of the inning, a deep fly ball by Joe Castle, the right fielder for the Bulldogs. And now the Britons have one out.
And you can see it from Peter Loke there. You can kind of see him breathe, and his shoulders kind of let go a little bit of weight has been lifted. He's gotten that first out, and now he knows that, okay, 2 more. Let's get this going, and now I can really settle into this game.
Brandon Cooper's got a little bit of pop. He steps in to the box. That one called a strike right on the outside paint. Brandon Cooper batting .333 on the year. That one's called a ball, makes it 1-1. He's got 4 games played, 15 at-bats with 5 hits. Does have a double and a homer. Swings at this one, rolls it over to third baseman. That's going to be picked up there. 5-3 on the putout. Emery gets it. And that's the second out of the inning. Right after the Gunnar Rainey home run, the Bulldogs drop the next 2 batters.
Good job here for the Brits to just lock in and get a couple outs here after letting up a very easy beginning of the inning.
Kevin Cardenti swings at the first offering, and he's going to get a nice base hit to center field and keeps this inning alive with 2 outs.
Loke has to focus in here. A 2-out rally could be very, very dangerous for the Brits.
Gutierrez steps in, sees the first pitch. It was a slider on the outside. Gutierrez batting .206 in 9 games played. He's got 7 hits and 34 at-bats. Oaks on the first base side of the rubber. High leg step and delivers that one high. It's 2-0.
High and in. Gutierrez stood in there and was going to take it off the elbow if it was going to come.
The 2-0. Right down the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Gutierrez. Everybody will move up a base. It's going to be runners on first and second here for Valentine.
Great opportunity for the Bulldogs to really set the pace for the rest of the game here. Like I said, a 2-out rally can really do some damage to your team.
At this point, Loke is more so just trying to give his bullpen a little bit more time and settle back in. Maybe he can get a couple more innings in, save some arms. Only 1 game today here between the 2 teams, as the first pitch is called a strike. He's already seen 7 batters here in the first inning. This is his 8th. Two outs here. Runners on first and second for Valentine at the dish. The 0-1. This one swung on high in center field in no man land, the triangle, but is going to be caught by the center fielder, Merlo, and that will retire the side for the Britons. The Bulldogs get 3 runs off of the bat of Gunnar Rainey, and we head into the top of the second inning. The score 3-1 in favor of the Adrian College Bulldogs.
Clear.
1, 2, 3. 3 runs, no errors. 2 left on base. Why does everybody want me whenever I'm on air? I'm so annoyed by that.
Yeah, someone. Hang on.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back here to Nicolay Field, home of the Adrian College Bulldogs. Mo Hanley out for a second inning of work, delivers a first pitch strike. Matt Kibbe, Dejon Hughes up here in the booth at the Nick.
Yeah, both pitchers giving up some runs there in the first inning. But I think it's good and important that these managers are leaving their pitchers in to try and settle in and get the game going, save their bullpen a little bit for later in the game.
We'll see if Lope comes back out onto the mound. That would be the one that I questioned. But Mo Hanley, you almost expected him to come back out, only giving up 1 run, and it was battling from behind. That's what it was, and had to throw a fastball down the middle and ended up being poked by the likes of Matt McGannon and only giving up 1 run in that first inning. 2-1 now here. And sent in, called a strike right on the paint. It's 2-2. Hanley settles in. Big leg kick. Rolled over. Up the middle. Short, can't get to it in time. Miller had an outright glove, but couldn't get anything on it. And it's going to be a base hit. I'm going to be honest, I just don't want to butcher the last name. That's why I'm not saying it.
I was just going to look and say something, and I was like, I don't think so. I'm going
to avoid that one. We'll let Goose handle it.
Yeah. That's what he's here for.
Dylan Perry comes up to bat now for Albion. Nobody out here. Hanley working from the stretch again. First pitch fouled off. Hit off of Rainey. Gets a new ball back.
I'm so interested to see if they're going to try and steal on Rainey
right.
at all this game. You know, obviously coming in at 75%, stolen base percentage, like it's obviously a big part of their game, but with a guy like Rainey behind the plate, how much do you do it?
That one slips off of the fingertips from Hanley, and you don't really have to steal a base there. Going to be a wild pitch to Mo Hanley. Trying to get an off-speed pitch there, and it slips off the edge of your fingertips. You can't get much control off of it.
Yeah. And that one was way wide, so at least it wasn't a late slip and it ended up hitting the batter and giving him a base. It was way wide. And, I mean, yeah, you got a batter in scoring position now, but how do you handle it?
Comes right back with the fastball and makes it 1-2. Yeah, you know, at this point, I was just wasting one. Just wanted to scare him a little bit. Hanley 1-2 with a runner in scoring position. Nobody out here for Albion. Comes back in on the inside. Rainey was set up outside.
There's a scare for you. That one was in tight.
Right on the chalk of the left-handed batter's box. Like a spray paint here on the turf at the Nick. One of the best facilities in all of Division III baseball. The 2-2 from Hanley. He trips up on the mound, And it's going to be called a ball. You know what? Control falling forward on the mound and able to still get one close.
I don't think he liked the call on that one. I think he thought he painted the corner there with that pitch. It's going to be a full count now.
Perry in the box. Runner at second. Swung on, fouled off to the brick. Right above the Tuttle dugout.
That was a rocket, too.
That's what you like if you're Albion and if you're head coach Scott Carden. You're battling against Hanley here. You're not letting him win these battles easily. You're making him work, getting his pitch count up, trying to shorten his outing. You got to think the moment you get in even though the bullpen for the Bulldogs is strong, you got to think it's going to be better than facing one of the best pitchers in all of Division III. If you can open it up, get to that bullpen a little bit sooner, you got to like your chances to get back into this game.
Absolutely, and you can see it when the batters step into the box. They got a little bit of confidence after that first inning. You know, seeing a couple guys get some hits off of them and seeing one go deep and drawing in a run, these guys are like, yeah, we can do this.
Dylan Perry, the right fielder for the Brits. Swings at that one. He was behind it. First out of the second inning is going to be a strikeout swinging for Hanley. That's going to bring up Zach Gray, the designated hitter today.
Yeah, he never really saw that one. Missed a little bit too late. And good for Hanley there. Able to get the first out of the inning and can settle back in now. There is still a runner in scoring position.
Swung on this one. Inside out. It's going to be a base hit. Runner will hold up at third, and it's going to be cut off there by Valentine. It's a nice poke and seeing the fastball come in, take it to right field, and that's what you want if you're Gray.
I almost wonder if he could have caught that ball out there. It kind of looked like it, and then he looked like he kind of just pulled the throttle down and decided to go with the safe play.
Castle, and that's what I was about to say, probably going with the safe bet on the turf. If it gets by, it's automatic. It's going to the wall, and you're going to give up most likely a triple when it's over in right field.
And then there's another run in as well with the runner at second.
Pick attempt by Hanley. It's going to bring up Patrick Marola. Sees the first one up. It's going to be a ball.
This is a great opportunity to look out for the 6-4-3 with Gutierrez, Lemlin, and Valentine.
Hanley settles in. Runners on the corner here. Pick attempt back to first. Trying to keep him honest, keep him close, and keep that double play in order. Hanley settles, high leg kick, delivers, swung on and missed. So this might be one of the first times Marola is seeing action this year. That one's a called strike, makes it 1-2. I was actually wrong. He's got 8 games played. He's batting .250 on the year. Kind of that double leadoff role, the center fielder batting in the 9-hole spot, trying to get some speed on the base pass. And when you get the top of the order, you know, hey, we can send this guy. We can put some plays on.
That was a beautiful pitch by Mo, painting the outside corner there.
Pick off.
Okay. Thanks.
Runner takes off for second. Pitch was a little wild there, makes it 2-2, and that will move up Zach Gray. Strike 3 called for Hanley. Marola goes down looking for the second out. Hanley's 4th strikeout of the day.
Brits are doing an amazing job at pushing Hanley to the brink, but he seems to always have an answer and comes through with the perfect pitch to pull out the strikeout 2 times now in this inning.
Runners on second and third. 2 outs. Called strike on the first pitch. Dorlowski. Dangerous territory here. Even with 2 outs, a base hit will most likely score 2. Hanley sends one in. Called strike on the outside corner. Makes it 0-2. He's ahead here.
This is a good position for him. Being up 2 runners in scoring position with 2 out.
I think you're going to see him attack here and try and get back into the dugout instead of wasting one. He does. Swung on in. Missed. Strike 3. And he retires the side with all strikeouts. Britons get a couple of hits and leave a couple runners on, but that's going to do it for the top half of the second inning. We'll be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Want to see the Adrian College Outdoor Performance Band in action? The band performed on Adrian College TV, and you can watch the stream again anytime, anywhere. Professional audio technician Christopher Momini beautifully captured the event, and you can listen to the entire performance now. Visit Adrian College TV on YouTube to listen to the concert.
Welcome back here to the Nicolay Field on the beautiful campus of Adrian College. Britons and Bulldogs doing battle.
So you just go and take my phrase while I'm sitting here?
What do you mean?
On the beautiful campus of
What?
Adrian
Oh, no,
College?
no, hold on. No, we're not going to get into this whole mess of Trey Matthews stealing phrases and everything. This is a matter of, I have said that since I started broadcasting. Every time I've been at the Nick, we're on the beautiful campus of Adrian College.
As long as you don't call anything illustrious, I'm cool with it.
I will not use that. I won't take that from you. This is just the beautiful campus of Adrian College. Beautiful.
I say pink flowers back up and buzzing around campus.
It's 65 degrees here, folks. And, you know, you wouldn't expect, I think it's, what is it, the second day of spring? Man, we're playing baseball. Spring sports are back. Loach is getting back to work. We were wondering if he would come back out on the mound, and it looks like he does. Already 1-1 here as Jake Lemon is batting. He sees that one. It's called a ball.
And I'm glad that Loach came back out. I see pitchers a lot like I see goalies in some other sports. They're quote-unquote head positions.
Yeah,
so, like,
very much so.
If you take them out early, it's not always good. You know, that might lead to bad momentum later on in the season. Sometimes you have to give them a chance to redeem themselves in the next, period or the next quarter or the next inning. And it's glad that both these pitchers came back out after having a little bit of a rough first inning. Excuse me.
Wow, what a slider there by Loach. Struck out Lemon swinging on a beautiful pitch, and that's what you need. If you're Albion, you get back in here in the bottom half of the second inning. You had a chance to score a couple more runs and really tie the game up. You weren't able to capitalize on it. Now you come in, you needed that first out here in the bottom half of the second. Back at the top of the order now, Thomas Miller steps in. Swings at the first offering, rolls it over to third. It's going to hit off the back of the glove. We'll wait for the official scorer there. E5 is going to be the call. So he'll reach first on the error.
First error of the day.
Yeah, first error for either side here in the bottom half of the second inning, puts Thomas Miller on first and brings up Ty Peck.
This group got things started early for the Bulldogs, both able to get on base, and then were brought home by the absolute bomb to center field from Gunnar Rainey.
Look picks over to first. Remember back in that first inning, just an inning ago, Miller stole second. So pay attention here. He's got the speed. Another pickoff attempt puts him back.
I think that's why we see Loco with 2 straight pickoff attempts there before he's even thrown a pitch here to Peck.
Peck settling in. Was walked in his first at-bat. So he's 0 for 0 on the day. Swings at the first offering, and it's going to be a strike. You know, something I do want to talk about for the folks at home. I know you're seeing only one camera angle right now. You know, we talked about it at softball over the course of the week. Don't get used to that. We do have the equipment. We're having some issues making it work and learning it a little bit. I'm going to be honest. I want to be honest with you because we want you to tune in. We want you to be a part of the baseball broadcast. We will. I can guarantee you in the future we will have 2 cameras. We'll have the one that you're seeing right now, and we'll have the one out in the outfield behind the pitcher's mound. As that one is a off-speed pitch right in, makes it 0-2.
That was a beautiful pitch.
Beautiful pitch. But so that's what I wanted to tell everybody. Don't get used to this view. We are going to change it up. We're going to get you back to what we were used to in the fall and what we're going to do last spring. We're going to have it for you here. Just not today. not today.
It's been a crazy semester with everything
Yes.
getting moved to spring and having multiple games on the same day at the same time and moving everything around.
This one, check swing, held up was Peck. Makes it 1-2.
That was in tight. And what a check swing. I thought he was going to get called.
This one swung back up the middle, looking to roll it 6-3. Not in time. They'll get the fielder's choice at second. That'll be the second out of the inning.
Wondering if the flip there would have been a little faster and they could have gotten the 6-4-3.
That brings up Gunnar Rainey with 2 outs. Sees the first one in. It's going to be a ball. Matt Kibbe, DeJohn Hughes up here in the booth with you today for this non-conference MIAA matchup between the Albion Britons and the Adrian College Bulldogs. Pick attempt over with Ty Peck there. In time was Peck, slid back in. Was close.
Yeah, Loke thought he got him. He was halfway to the dugout there.
Loke's at 41 pitches here in the second inning. Balk is called, no pitch. Peck will move up to second base. Love the dugout chatter at baseball. One of probably, you hear about chirps at hockey, but baseball, it's usually all for your team, and it's some incredible ones. The one that I hear coming to mind, right when he balked and Peck got over to second, here's what the yell out was: freebies, freebies.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a free
it.
base. And here's a chance at another one. And they're going to get him this time.
Yep. Block there by McGannon, and Peck tries to take third. He's going to get caught. And that's going to do it for the Bulldogs. No hits. Leave a runner. Well, they don't leave a runner on base. No error. One error for the Britons. No runs for the Bulldogs. We head into the top of the third inning. The score 3-1 in favor of Adrian College.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News and World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back here to the NCAA field. Bulldogs and Britons doing battle. It's 3-1 in the top of the third inning. Leading off is going to be Braden Emery. Matt Kibbe to John Hughes up here in the booth.
The sun is back out today, shining on the turf here at NCAA field. Banner's looking good out at center field.
That's right, sun's on him. First pitch swung on, sent to center field, and Peck is going to coast over to the right center field gap and is able to track that one down. First out of the inning. Braden Emery is retired.
Also looks good on that yellow on those jerseys as well. Yellow numbers and the Bulldogs on front, shining bright.
Yeah, the Bulldogs rocking with the home whites today. Bulldog written across the chest, black numbering, and then on the back the yellow numbering with a black outline. White pants, the traditional look here at the Nick. Family falls behind 1-0 on Keelan Wang. Britain's in the white pants with their kind of royal gold. White numbering, white lettering, and the purple Albion across the front.
I've always wondered what the actual name is for their color gold.
I want to say it might be royal gold. I don't feel like searching it, though.
Me neither.
Not a big Brits guy.
I do go to Adrian College.
I do go to Adrian College. I am a student here. You know, folks, that does remind me. This is a student-run production here with ACTV. Happy to bring it to you. 1-0 is the count. 1 out for Hanley here in the top of the third inning. This one sent in, called a strike.
Nice off-speed pitch down the middle there, caught him looking.
Wayne got a hit to start off the first inning. He was the runner that scored off of the McGannon hit to deep center field, so he can get something going here and try and get the Britons back into this one. Only chasing 2 runs. Got plenty of time to get some back. This one bounces in front of home plate. Makes it 3-1.
I bring back up that point you made earlier about Gunnar Rainey calling his own game. It seems like that's the plan today, and it's working so far.
That one's out. It's going to be a 5-pitch walk on Wang. He'll get a free pass to first base. And that will bring up the cleanup hitter, Matt McGann. He was the one who sent one truly 400 feet and scored a run on a double. Sees the first pitch. It's a called strike right down the middle with the fastball. Albion uses those wrist play calls, the quarterback wrist caller. Numbers in a play. You can see a hit and run coming here. More often than not, they truly don't mean anything. It's just the coach yelling out a number.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I love that they kind of just yell things or do all the crazy signs, and only one sign actually matters. It's a bunch of distraction in the game of baseball.
One's across the board here. 1-1, 1 out. Pick attempt back to first, keeping Wayne close. McGannon trying to do what he did in his first at-bat. Maybe go 401 feet and get a homer. Swings at this one, rolls it over right into the third base coach's box. You know, Matt McGannon is just a freshman for the Britons. Batting 167 on the year, but, you know, came into this game going up against the senior Mo Hanley and delivered in the cleanup spot. He swings through that one, and he's going to strike out in his second at-bat for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, 1 for 2 on the day, but he does have a double and an RBI.
That brings up Mark Barrow. And Hanley is going to look to get out of this inning. First pitch, called a strike. Two outs here for Hanley. Working in the stretch. Slide step, swung on. Lero was way ahead of it. Good off-speed pitch.
Mo Hanley has definitely settled into this game and found his stride. Looking to get out of another 2-out jam.
This one swung on and missed, and that's going to do it for this top of the third inning. Britons go quietly, no hits, and leave a runner on base, no runs here in the top half of the third inning. We'll be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Welcome back here to the Adrian College Sports Network. Matt Kibbe, DeJohn Hughes up here in the booth. And, you know, before Hanley struck him out, I was about to ask you, how long do you think his leash is today?
I think
we want to talk about that later.
I think it's as long as he wants it.
I agree with you.
He's settled in now, gave up 1 run in the first, but he's up to 7 Ks, 1 walk. Like he's at the peak of his game right now. I don't think he's going to get pulled until he looks over at Coach Rainey and is like, all right, you can pull me. You can pull the plug. I'm good.
Gunnar Rainey is going to lead off. He was batting in the bottom half of the second inning, but with Ty Peck getting caught stealing at third, he'll lead off this third inning.
Never knew that's how that worked. That's interesting.
Yeah, if you're in the box and somebody gets caught on the base pass, just stay in the box. You get to finish your at-bat. This one, check swing, rolled over to short. Might have a chance, but it's going to be a 6-3 putout on the grounder. Rainey not happy with himself for swinging at that one.
Yeah, being a big hitter on this team, he doesn't like to give up on opportunities. Felt like he choked up and swung on one he shouldn't have.
One out. Brings up Joe Castle. He looks to get a bunt. Third and first we're playing even with the bag. And with speed, you can almost always beat that out as long as you get it down the line.
That's the key part, getting it down the line.
Pulls back instead, almost takes out Coach over at third base.
Those coaches in those coaching boxes, the way they just stand in there and watch one go by, I'm like, y'all are crazy. I'm jumping out of the way much early. 0-2 pitch coming from Locke here. This one up in the air and going to be fouled off by Castle. One out here in the bottom of the third. No runners on. Gunnarini grounded out earlier. 0-2 pitch from Locke. Hit straight up the middle. It's going to make it through. Base hit for Castle.
That's a way to work the count. Fall down 0-2 early and battle back and get a hit up the middle.
Yeah, fouled one off and then put one up the middle. Nice start for the Bulldogs.
Brandon Cooper steps in, the left fielder today. Cooper is batting .333 on the year. That one upstairs, too high, called a ball. Pickoff attempt. Castle able to get back in time. He was leaning. He jumped a little bit.
Bulldogs have not been cautious about looking to steal bases today. They've already tried to go, I think, 2 or 3 times in this game already.
One's across the board here for Cooper. Pitch in. This one, nice block there by McCannon.
He's done a great job behind the plate at keeping some of these loose pitches in front of him and keeping those Bulldog runners in check.
Cooper's first at bat came all the way back in the first inning, which feels like an eternity ago. It was a 5-3 put out for the second out of the inning. They're going to have a balk. Another one here called on Loke. And that's going to put Castle in scoring position.
You're right. These, whatever call-out things they are hilarious.
Nobody knew what was going on. The umpire goes, balk in the first thing you hear again. Yes, it is.
Like, are you sure? Like, you were just completely silent because you were like, what is going on?
So now Brandon Cooper has a runner on second. The count is in his favor, 3-1. With one out, has a chance he can do a couple things here. Try and advance the runner to third or score him. That was a check swing. Glad it hit off the roof of Nicolay. Could have hit my car. Would not have been happy with that, Bill.
You making me think I parked a little too close to the field.
You got to park
now.
away, folks. You got to stay away from right there. That is foul ball territory.
I think that this 7-inning stretch, I'm going to go move my car.
That one's up high. It's going to be ball 4, and first base open. Would have put it in the same situation. Brandon Cooper heads to first. We're at first and second now.
Nice start to bottom of the third for the Bulldogs here, looking to stretch their lead.
Kevin Cardenti steps into the box. Infield fly rule will be in effect here with runners on first and second. Curveball. Perfectly on a string there, right down the middle, called a strike.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. Watching it all the way in, I was like, he isn't going to swing, and this one's going to be a strike.
Cardenti looking to open this game up. Another one. That one spins high. 1-1 the count here on Cardenti. He's the designated hitter. He's got a hit back in that first inning. Rolls this one between the hole at short and third, and it's going to get through. Coming all the way in, scoring from second is going to be Castle, and Brandon Cooper makes it all the way to third on that single to left field.
And I love this position offensively with runners on the corners. I love to, well, when I'm playing the show, a little bit of that. I love to send my runner from first and see if they're going to throw. If they're going to throw, then I'm going to send my runner from third.
Yeah, Angel Gutierrez steps in to the box, and this is one of those opportunities you can kind of be picky with how you want to run it. One of those times called on that spun pitch, went high. It's called the ball, but this is, like I was saying, this is one of those points where it's kind of the game within the game.
And that's one thing I like about baseball. There are a lot of games inside of the game. It's not necessarily just, pure playing the game. You got to use your brain and play a little bit of chess.
Loke gets a little bit of encouragement from his catcher. That one called in, exactly what you want. And, sometimes you see Gutierrez kind of take that pitch knowing that he's been struggling. But sometimes after a mound visit, that's almost the best pitch you can hit because you can almost guarantee it's going to be a fastball and it's going to come in the strike zone.
Yeah, I was honestly surprised to see him not go ahead and swing at that one.
1-1 the count here for Loke with runners on the corners. This one swung on, going to the right center field gap. It's going to fall. This should score 2. Gutierrez at second. He's going to round it and head to third. Looking for the relay are the Britons, and it's going to be falling to the side. It's going to be a 2-run triple for Angel Gutierrez, and the Bulldogs extend their lead and make it 5-1.
6. That's going to be 6.
You're right. 6.
Three runs here in this third inning to match the 3 that they had so far in the first. Great contact there by Gutierrez, and then he just took off running and didn't stop until he was told so. And fired up about it, too. Got to third base and threw a Tiger Woods fist pump while he was there.
2 RBI triple for Angel Gutierrez, and I think that's going to do it for Peter Loke.
And here comes the second mound visit from Coach. He looked like he took a peek out to the bullpen, but
let's take a look at the replay here if you're watching on ACTV. You can see it was a right center field gapper and an absolutely incredible poke by Angel Gutierrez.
Yeah, got good contact with the barrel of the bat and drove it right to the gap and then took off.
I think we're going to have to do what we did over at football and add the program monitor over here for us. I think every facility is going to want that now after using it last night at lacrosse.
I don't know what to tell Arrington. They kind of don't need one, but yeah, everywhere else, that program monitor that I got a chance to use last night at the women's lacrosse matchup, which they won.
Yeah,
very easily, 15-4.
Not a good day to be a Scot
against the Alma College Scots.
Football.
Couple big days over there.
Mm-hmm.
Gwen Carlson having 7 goals. Olive Stevens, 4 goals and 3 assists. Zoe Zelmansky had her first career hat trick. Amazing job over on that turf, and that program monitor was the real star of the day, let me tell you.
Peter Loke's day is done. His final line, 2 1/3 innings pitched. He gave up 6 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks and 1 strikeout. Waiting for the official score to see who steps in. Trying to see a number. 38. Thank you to our SID, Mike Prang, helping us out. Scott Clippert is going to be the new pitcher, and as he warms up, we're going to take a break here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We'll be right back for the rest of this third inning of play.
Adrian College's 2020-2021 enrollment has set a new record at 1,865 students. The incoming freshman class of 602 new students helped set the new record. This is the 13th consecutive year the Bulldogs have had an incoming class of more than 500 freshmen. Nearly 6,000 high school seniors applied to attend Adrian College this fall. Why do so many students choose Adrian? Adrian is constantly expanding majors offered to incoming freshmen. If you're a high schooler or know someone who is looking at taking their education to the next level, AC could be the answer. To see the programs Adrian offers, learn more about the process, schedule a visit, and even apply today, visit adrian.edu/admissions. adrian.edu/admissions. We look forward to seeing you on campus.
Welcome back. Apologize for the delay. First pitch swinging for Aaron Valentine. Not something you're used to seeing off the reliever, and it scores a run. It was right back up the middle.
Yeah, it gave him no time to feel him out. First pitch sends it right back up the middle for an RBI single.
You know, I got to make a correction on my final line. That run is going to be credited to Peter Loke. So his day finishes with 7 runs given up, 7 of them earned. And now the runner over at first, Valentine, will be Scott Clippert.
He was able to get Lenlin there swinging on a breaking ball there.
Valentine over at first. The Bulldogs only have 1 out. Jake Lemon at the dish. I'm going to make a quick announcement. Apologize if any of the names are being pronounced wrong. We don't have a pronunciation list here today. We'll work on getting one in the future, but for today's contest, we do not have that for either team. This is obviously the first home game for the Adrian College Bulldogs. We're not as used to the team as we will be later on in the year, so if you do have pronunciations you want to help us out, you can DM me on Twitter at PXPKibbyMatt. I'll be happy to make the adjustment here on air. You can also use the YouTube comments, help us out, but just kind of be weary with us. This is our first home contest of baseball here in this 2021 season. 2-2.
So had a great one at that. I mean, it's 7-1 early in this game. Bottom of the third. Bulldogs looking to continue to rally.
Scott Clippert on the year, 2 appearances, 6 1/3 innings pitched. As this one sent in, rolled over to third, it hits off of his foot, and it's going to be a foul ball. He's got an ERA of 9.95, and I think that's more. So he's a freshman, so we've probably been seeing a lot of cleanup duty, and that's kind of the situation he's in right now here in the bottom of the third inning.
And this is a tough team to be on cleanup duty against. When these bats get swinging, they're normally pretty good, and then the swagger comes, and it's really hard to stop.
Even swings through that one, made a little bit of contact, and that's going to be his second strikeout of the afternoon. This makes it 2 outs, and we bring up the top of the order with Thomas Miller.
That was good for Clippert to be able to settle in, get his first strikeout of the day, get his first out, and if he's able to get out of here without letting up any runs, he can establish some momentum for the rest of the game.
First pitch comes in. It's going to be a strike. And one of the other differences you'll see here is it's going to be the left-hander now for Albion going from the righty. That one drops down low. It's going to be ball 1.
Which normally trips a lot of batters up, switching from the right and left-handed pitchers. Valentine able to come out right away and get an RBI single.
That one hits Miller. He's going to get a free base path there. Or free base. First baseball broadcast of the year. Getting used to it.
You are. That one sounded like it hurt a little bit. Took that one off the back of the calf. Or maybe back of the thigh, but either way, in the leg, and he's on first base. Runners on first and second.
That brings up Ty Peck. He's hitting every single inning. Swings through that first one. It's a foul ball. Makes it 0-1.
Is that twice now here in the third, or is this one in each inning?
Oh, one in each inning. He has batted 2 times already today. This is his third at-bat coming in the third inning. Could help. If he gets on base, we're going to have to make some adjustments to the scorecard. Something I try and avoid.
Yeah. That's a lot of work.
If you're a Bulldog fan, you want me to be making the adjustments. This was the last batter. This is the 9th batter of the inning. So if Gunnar Rainey comes off, he led off the inning. Could be a second at bat, so we might be making some adjustments to the scorecard early here, folks. 7-1 the score right now. Ty Peck sees that one on the outside, and it's going to be called a ball, make it 1-1. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. This is the Adrian College Sports Network. That one up and away makes it 2-1. Streaming on the Adrian College TV YouTube channel, live, free, and in HD if you're watching there. Also on WVAC Adrian 107.9 FM. Bringing in the radio broadcast here today for baseball as we get going with our spring sports. This one swung on, lifted into foul territory. Not a lot of it, but it's going to stay in play, and that's going to be the last out of the inning as Emery catches that one over on the third base side. And the Bulldogs have a big, big third inning here as they're able to score 4 runs on a couple of hits, and we'll head to the top of the fourth inning. The score 7-1 in favor of Adrian College.
Miss Constitution Day, the George W. Romney Institute for Law and Public Policy presented the annual Philip J. Perkowski Constitution Day Address on Adrian College TV this year.
His presentation, based on his extensive experience in the courtroom, promises to be revealing and thought-provoking. It's called Making the Words Matter, How All of Us, Not Just the Courts, Can Fulfill the Promise of the Constitution. Please join me in welcoming Brett DeGroff.
Using the arc of the moral universe quote too loosely carries with it a danger of magical thinking. Technically, we couldn't have expected the Constitution to do anything about it earlier. It was perfectly legal under the Constitution up to that point. The real action in this area is going to happen at the local level, in cities and in townships, because city and township governments fund and supervise police departments.
You can watch his revealing and thought-provoking speech now on Adrian College TV.
Welcome back here to the Nicolay Field. New pitcher for the Bulldogs. Hunter Smith steps up onto the mound. So Mo Hanley's day is done. He gets through 3 innings. A pretty good day. His final line will look pretty good here for the Bulldogs. He'll get through 3 innings pitched, as that one first one is on the outside for a ball. He gives up 4 hits, only 1 run. It was earned. He had one walk and 8 strikeouts.
Great day by Mo Hanley. Coming out, setting the pace for the Bulldogs here in the first game at home. Giving some good mojo here at Nicolay Field.
So now Hunter Smith will step onto the mound. He's down 2-0, make it 2-1 after that foul ball.
Dog, I'm really I'm gonna have to go move my car.
Hunter Smith on the year. The senior got a 0.00 ERA.
Wow.
He's got 3 innings pitched, 3 hits given up, 2 runs, 1 base on ball, and 5 strikeouts. Also got a win. Count is full here on the Albion first baseman. Not messing with it. That one is up high, and it's going to be a walk.
Adrian deciding to go with the righty now, and Hunter Smith after having lefty Mo Hanley start the game. Good start for the Brits here in the 4th, able to get a runner on base with the walk.
That one is up high. 1-0. Matt Kibbe to John Hughes here with you today. Thanks for tuning in here on the Adrian College Sports Network. I know you could be watching some March Madness, electing to watch some baseball instead. Or maybe you're doing both.
And if you're not, quick score update in the only game going on right now in the men's tournament. Number 1, Baylor against number 9, Wisconsin. Baylor leading 63-54.
This one swung on, sent to right field, giving chase is Cassell. This one drops between the two, and it will hop over the fence, so the runners will have to hold up. It's going to be a ground rule double here for Dylan Perry.
Great contact there from Perry. Drove that one to the gap. Center and right ran into each other a little bit. Might be why they didn't come up with that one. Either way, ground rule double. 2 runners in scoring position now.
That brings up Zach Gray with runners at second and third. The Britons down 7-1 here with Hunter Smith on the mound. One 1-0. This one, check swing, held up, ball 2. Hunter Smith trying to get out of his first jam here in the contest. This one sent back up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. This should score 2. Peck gathers it. It bobbles off of his glove, and he's going to have to send it right into second. A 2 RBI single for the designated hitter, Zach Gray. And the Britons have 3 runs.
Great way to take advantage of the pitcher change here. Able to get 2 up on Smith here early, closing the gap a little bit. Down to 4 runs.
You know, we mentioned it earlier. When Mo Hanley exited, you got to think the Britons were looking forward to that, trying to get him out of the game early, trying to get into the bullpen. And that's exactly what they do. And another hit here. This one, Patrick Marola. Everybody moves up a base.
Brits really using some momentum here, putting together a few hits. The bats are going, and Gunnar Rainey is going to call for a conversation with his pitcher.
Yeah, a couple quick hits and a couple runs for the Britons is going to cause Gunnar Rainey to take a quick sec, get a breather in for his pitcher. As we're back up to the top of the order with Drew Olowski. Rainey comes back. And we'll get underway here again. Hunter Smith looking to dial in. Still nobody out here for the Britons. The Britons trying to get back into this game, chasing 4 runs. Smith delivers. This one rolled over into foul territory. It's going to be strike 1.
Nice opportunity here for Smith to settle down. And maybe turn a 6-4-3 or force something to get an out or 2 here to just settle in and get his first outs of the game.
I would love to see the old-fashioned 5-4-3 triple play. Got to get a roll over to third for that, though. It will be rolled over to third and might only have a chance for 1, and they will. It's going to be a 5-3 putout. Everybody advances. But it gets you your first out.
And that's important. You know, he can settle down and have a little confidence, a little more confidence in himself now. And he's able to hopefully get himself out of this jam.
That's going to bring out the pitching coach, Craig Prince. And he's going to make a change here with runners on second and third. We'll give you some more info on the new pitcher when we come back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. 7-3 in favor of the Bulldogs. The Britons pounding on the door. We'll be right back here on ACSN.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News and World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back here to the Nicolay Field. New pitcher coming in is going to be Spencer Ford. Right now, he is the senior pitcher. 4 appearances, 6 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 7 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 7 walks, 6 strikeouts, and a 4.05 ERA on the year. He comes into a jam. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. Those runners are still Hunter Smith, so his final line is not done yet, but he did make it through a third of the inning, gave up 3 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. But again, still has 2 runners on base that are his.
Great job there by the Brits to pick on the new pitcher and get a couple things going for themselves. Now they got 2 more runners in scoring position and a chance to get this lead down to 2.
The batter is going to be Braden Emery, 0 for 2 on the day. He's going to look to get 2 runs in here. Needs a base hit. He's got an out to play with. You can hit a sacrifice fly here as well. First pitch from Ford is a called strike, and that's what you need if you're the new pitcher as well.
Need to feel good and need to establish where the zone is.
Ford settles into the stretch. Swung on and missed by Emery. And quickly it's 0-2.
Great start for Spencer Ford coming into the game. If he's able to get out here, he'll be at 2 outs after coming in and getting the first batter in a strong performance.
Yeah. Ford pitched yesterday in the doubleheader for the Bulldogs. This one sent in a off-speed pitch. Called a ball. You know, we're lucky, folks. I'm not going to take credit for knowing that because I did not know that. Give credit to the SID, Mike Prang, helping us out here in the broadcast. Always gives us some good notes throughout any broadcast that he's at with us. Ford delivers. Swung on, and Gunnarini couldn't hang on to that one, so it will be a foul ball.
Tough. That was a chance to get that second out and really get a chance to close things out for the Bulldogs. Another opportunity for the Brits.
1-2 here on Emery. Spencer Ford on the mound trying to get 2 outs and strand 2 runners. The runners are Smith. Strike 3 called on the breaking ball. Emery goes down looking for the second out of the inning.
Great start and able to build some confidence here for Ford with that strikeout. Now he's got a chance to get out of this inning without letting up any more.
That's going to bring up Keelan Wang. 1 for 1 on the day. He sends one to center field, and it's going to drop. 2 runs coming in. Cut off by Valentine at first. And a 2 RBI single for Wang makes it 7-5. What a day.
This has been an amazing half an inning for the Brits, putting together 4 so far. 3 of those against.
No one's outside with the new batter up, Matt McGann. Hunter Smith's final line, 1/3 of an inning pitched, 3 hits given up, 4 runs, all of them earned.
1 walk, no strikeouts. And Ford still trying to get out of the inning, limiting the damage here with 2 outs. Bulldogs only have a 2-run lead now here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, they ended the 3rd with a commanding 7-1 lead, and then this top half of the 4th has been a completely different story. Brits finding their stride.
1-1 the count on McGannon. Swung on upstairs. That was looked to be a slider. And it makes it 1-2. McGannon 1 for 2, struck out in his last at-bat. In the first at-bat, hit a long double to center field off of Mo Hanley. Runner takes off, hit and run on, rolled over to third, 5-3 on the putout, and that's going to do it for the inning. Britons get back into this one. They score 4 runs on a couple of hits and leave 1 runner on base. We'll head in to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Bulldogs look to extend their lead here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Welcome back here to the Nicolay Field, home of the Adrian College Bulldogs. Welcome to Arrington Ice Arena.
I don't know. That sounds a lot better without the horn in it, to be honest. That wasn't all too bad.
Here at the Nicolay Field, you're right. You know, you can actually hear the beat. you have a little bit more of an appreciation for it.
Literally, like, inside my brain was doing the horn for, for it myself because I'm so used to hearing it.
Gunnar Rainey leading it off here for the Bulldogs. Last inning, he led off the bottom of the 3rd, doing it again after the Bulldogs lined up and got 4 runs. Sees the first pitch. It's a strike. He's 1 for 2. Has a 3-run home run back in the 1st inning and a ground out in the 3rd. That one's outside. Make it 1-1. Swung on, blooper, hits right of the line, and it's going to be a double here for Gunnar Rainey, and it skips past the left fielder all the way to the wall. This will be most likely a double with an error. We'll see what the official scoring is, as it looked like Lario had it hit off of the wall or the fencing. So it will be a double, and then Rainey will be able to advance to 3rd on the air.
I believe that's his 7th double of the year.
So it will be marked 2BE7. This one's swung on. That's going to be Joe Cassell. He's going to try and beat this one out. He will! And Gunnar Rainey will score.
It's a great way to start the inning for the Bulldogs, letting up 4 in the top half, now able to get one quickly with no outs, and now a runner on first as well.
And that's going to count as a hit for Joe Cassell. He had that one beaten out. And that's going to bring up Brandon Cooper. So the Bulldogs, right after giving up 4 runs, able to get one back here and make it 8-5.
Great speed there from Cassell on the infield grounder, able to beat out the throw.
Scott Clippert is the pitcher here for Albion. Pickoff attempt from the catcher, McGannon, and able to get back in time was Cassell. Sent in by Clippert, called a strike, make it 2-1.
Great pitch there on the corner inside, making it tough for Cooper to swing.
Another pickoff attempt, and Cassell was very close. Able to get a hand in there. 2-1's the count here for Clippert, going up against Brandon Cooper. The pitch outside, make it 3-1. Looking for it here, 3-1. Pickoff attempt, he had him beat. And now it looks like Cassell is going to try and get into second base. And he's going to get called out. A pickoff for the pitcher, Clipper, and that's the benefit of having the left-hander on the mound.
Good job there. Able to catch him kind of in no man's land there on first. And then able to run him down in the pickle to get the first out of the inning.
Pickoff 1-3-6 on the putout. So now nobody on, and then it's going to be a walk for Brandon Cooper to put him on base. And that brings up Kevin Cardenti. Ball on the outside. One another count. That one's going to hit Cardenti, and that's going to put two runners on.
Second time today an Adrian batter has been hit. Runner in scoring position now. Gutierrez coming back up.
Gutierrez had a triple back an inning ago. Got 2 RBIs on it. And, you know, it scored Cooper and Cardenti as well. See if he can do it again. One out.
This bunch of this bunch right here has been great for the Bulldogs today, bringing in a couple runs.
Bottom of the lineup doing a lot of the work. Kevin Cardenti has an RBI. Gutierrez got 2 RBIs. Valentine has 1. The others go to Gunnar Rainey at the top of the order. Hey, Coach Adam Krug here today. Having a little fun with it. You know, if Alessio Luciani went onto the baseball field, he might just add to that point total on the year. That's going to be a called strike, makes it 1-1. One and one here for Clippert. Runners on first and second. Gutierrez swings, hits one right over the second baseman. It's going to roll all the way to the wall in right center field. This should score 2. He might get another one. He's going to be held up at second. No, he's going to get back there. Nobody's at second base, so he's safe. He could have gotten there. The ball got past the third baseman, and it will go into the dugout. He'll be awarded third. A 2 RBI double.
They gave him third and home. So he's going to come all the way through and score.
Little league home run for Angel Gutierrez.
Great answer there from the Bulldogs after letting up 4 in the top half, able to come back and get 4 of their own already here in the bottom half of the inning. Valentine stepping up to the plate. First pitch is going to paint the outside corner for a strike.
So the official score is going to be a double. E6 scores Gutierrez, and that's going to be a put out there with Valentine. He rolls over at 6-3 on the put out there for what will be the second out of the inning. So Gutierrez gets 2 RBIs on that with the error. And Jake Lemlin, my apologies, steps into the box. He's 0 for 2 today, 2 strikeouts. 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Looking to get something going here. Playing second base today for the Bulldogs. That one bounces in front. Wow, McGannon just ate that one off the mask.
Yeah, I mean, he's had no fear in keeping the ball in front of him today, doing everything possible, sacrificing any part of his body to avoid wild pitches.
Two-one here. Swung on, fouled off behind, and kind of see Jake is pulling his head off a little bit. Hit off the end of the bat. It was right down the middle, and when you typically pull that shoulder, pull that head, you get a little bit ahead of it, cause these foul balls. Swings at that one, ropes it over to first, goes over the glove of the first baseman, and he'll get on to first.
You see a sigh of relief and a smile as he gives a fist bump to the first base coach as he's finally on base for the day.
Going to be an error on the first baseman, so Lemlin will reach E3. And we're back to the top of the order with Miller. Miller sees the first pitch. It's upstairs. Swings to that one, hits it off of his foot, makes it 1-1.
Bulldogs have had an answer for everything today, and that's been really key.
And it's 11-5, pickoff attempt by Clippert. Every time we think the Britons are getting back into this game or shutting down the Bulldogs, it ends up changing it. And the Bulldogs just keep on pounding the offensive bats.
Yeah, the bats have really been swinging for the Bulldogs today. I mean, and it's not like the Brits haven't had opportunities either. The defense of the Bulldogs has definitely given them some chances. I mean, they do have 5 runs already.
Cooper swings through that one and makes it 2-2. 2's up on the board for the Bulldogs. Swings a 2-2 offering. Gonna go over into the right field. Whoa, a diving catch there by the Britons right fielder of Perry, and that's gonna do it for this bottom half of the 4th inning. The Bulldogs get 4 runs on a couple of hits, and we'll head in to the top of the 5th here at the Nick here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Oh, it was another ad. Sorry, folks. We're trying to change. We're trying to change up how we do. I'm doing it. We're doing it. There it is.
Got to have a little bit of fun with it here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Got a new pitcher here. Number 20, Austin Frederick, coming in to pitch for the Bulldogs. Ford did his job.
He did. He got them out of the last inning with no love lost. And then the bats came through for the Bulldogs as well, putting 4 more on the board to stretch their lead back to 7.
So Spencer Ford went 2/3 of an inning.
Excuse me, 6.
Gave up 1 hit. No runs. Nothing earned, and that's going to be a put out there. LO4 for Lario, who's leading off the inning.
Yeah, it was a line drive straight to Lemlin. He is ready for it, caught it easily. Nice start for Frederick.
1 pitch, 1 out. Second pitch in is a strike. Like I was saying, Spencer Ford's final line, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit given up, no runs, so nothing earned, no walks, 1 strikeout. That's a curve ball. Makes it 0-2 here for Frederick. Bulldogs have the arms to use on the roster. This one swung on, popped up into foul territory. The third baseman, Gutierrez, makes a backtracking catch. And that's going to be the second out of the inning off of an athletic play by Gutierrez.
Frederick came in ready to play, putting the Britons in some tough positions here, pretty much having to swing at every pitch, getting 2 early outs here.
Dylan Perry will step in to the box from the left side. Frederick, curveball. Ball outside. One-0. Foul ball there makes it 1-1. Bulldogs really jumping out here. A 6-run lead. Now 11-5 is the score. The Britons in the 4th inning were able to score 4 runs and get within 2. And then the Bulldogs in their home half of the 4th inning get them right back and get 4 runs on the board and make it 11-5.
Great response in the bottom half of that inning, but also great things in the top half for the Brits to be able to build upon.
2-1's the count here for Frederick on the mound. Gunnar Rainey still behind the dish for the Bulldogs. No changes for either team other than pitchers. That one right on the paint, and it gets called a ball.
These pitchers have definitely made it tough on the ump as far as these corners go today. Definitely been painting them and making him choose to establish a very clear zone.
Swings through that one is Perry after making a nice defensive play up at to bat now here with 2 outs. Full count for Perry. Frederick trying to have the first 1-2-3 inning of the day. Delivers. Swung on. This one going to left field. It falls into the bullpen. And we'll redo it.
Once again, another good position here for Frederick. Full count. Anything in the zone, he's going to have to swing at.
Steps back in. Wind blowing right to left field here. The 3-2. Swung on. Sent back up the middle. A diving stop by the shortstop Miller. But Perry is just too fast. He'll get a base hit.
I'd still like the effort there by Miller to get the diving stop and keep that ball from getting out to the outfield and being an extra base hit.
That will bring up Zach Gray, the designated hitter. He's got 2 RBIs and 2 hits. He's 2 for 2. 2 outs here for Frederick. Runner on first. The first pitch of the at-bat is outside for a ball.
Well, he's definitely done his job as the DH. 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs is already a solid game, and he's still got a couple more innings with a chance to bat.
That one blocked by Gunnar Rainey. Nice block there. Keeps that one in front of him. Fifth-year senior Gunnar Rainey. We don't talk, we do talk about him a lot, but sometimes you don't feel like you talk about him enough just with all the other stud power for the Bulldogs.
This team is stacked with talent, and it's a big reason why they're so successful year in and year out. They bring in, it seems like they bring in more talent for the talent that they lose. It's crazy.
Yeah. Bulldogs right now, preseason coaches poll selected to finish number 1 in the MIAA. That one called a strike, makes it 3-1. The MIAA is going to be, I think it's really going to be strong once again. That one swung on and missed, makes it 3-2. Swung on and missed. The strike 3 swinging for Zach Gray, and the Bulldogs able to get out of that inning, escaping giving up any runs. It is 11-5 as we head in to the top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit. Welcome back. Here to Nicolay Field. Apologize. Rest in peace, headphone users. Still learning.
That includes us.
That includes us who are using headphones. So, we know it was bad. I apologize to all the listeners. I'm looking to see how the last inning ended. That's what it was. I got it now. So we're going to have Ty Peck leading off here in the home half of the 5th inning. Matt Kibbe to John Hughes up here in the booth for the first home matchup for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Been on the road for quite some time. Coming off of a doubleheader yesterday in Westfield, Indiana. That was against Kalamazoo and Calvin. Non-conference games as well. Ty Peck, first pitch offering goes right back up the middle. And he has been playing really well today.
He has. He's done an amazing job. 3 for 4 so far on the day for him. And I believe he's got an RBI or 2 on the day as well. No, he scored a couple runs.
Yeah, on the day he's going to be officially 1 for 1. He reached on a fielder's choice, or actually he's 0 for 0. He doesn't even have, or 0 for 1. My apologies. I got to learn how to read a scorecard. I'm writing it down and I don't know how to read it. Brings up Gunnar Rainey. He's had a phenomenal day. Doubled back in the 4th. He's 2 for 3. Sees that one low. 2-0 is the count. Bulldogs on a little bit of a skid here, falling in their last 3 games. Inside.
Called a strike, 2-1. Losing to Spalding 8-1, and then Kalamazoo and Calvin yesterday by a score of 4-1, and then 9-8. Calvin walked it off as Ty Peck's going to get a stolen base.
A little bit of a fumble there from McGann on the handle to try and get that ball out. But this is a nice answer from the Bulldogs after dropping a few non-conference.
Yeah, there have been a couple big wins as well. Most notable, Gunnar Rainey goes to the opposite field. It's going to be caught by the right fielder, Perry, and Peck will tag up to third. Sacrifice fly for Gunnar Rainey.
That's good. Good job there by Gunnar Rainey to sacrifice himself, get the runner into third, and now for sure a single brings him in.
I was saying one of the big wins that the Bulldogs have is taking on number 4 North Central, winning that one by a final score of 4-0. That was Coach Craig Rainey's 700th win, as Cassell pops one up, and the center fielder Morella makes a nice play, sends this one home. It's not going to be in time. Sacrifice fly scores the run for Joe Cassell.
2 in a row to get Peck home as he scores another run on the day. Cooper stepping up, try and get another hit.
Brandon Cooper 0 for 1 on the day. He's ground out in a couple of walks. Looks to continue getting on base. That one outside makes it 2-0. Make 3-0 now as Cooper gets ahead here and falls and is called a strike. Make up 3-2 the count. Cooper swings, goes up the middle, and gets a base hit. Makes it 2 outs with a runner on first base. Something I didn't even realize is there's a new pitcher for Albion. Michael Andani is the pitcher. Kevin Cardenti comes up to bat.
Bulldogs doing a good job today of being consistent with the bats and building upon their lead in pretty much every inning except the second.
Kevin Carnenti rolls over to short, and it's going to be a 6-3 putout for the final out of the inning here in the 5th inning. The Bulldogs score 1 run on a sacrifice fly, get a hit to their credit, and it's 12-5 as we head to the top of the 6th inning here at the Nicolay Field. We'll be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Want to see the Adrian College Outdoor Performance Band in action? The band performed on Adrian College TV, and you can watch the stream again anytime, anywhere. Professional audio technician Christopher Momini beautifully captured the event, and you can listen to the entire performance now. Visit Adrian College TV on YouTube to listen to the concert.
Welcome back here to the Nicolay Field. As Patrick Morrell steps up to bat. Austin Frederick back to work. First pitch swinging. This one's going to be a fly ball to center field, and Peck is camping under it. He'll get the put out there. And that's going to be the first out of the inning.
This inning and next inning are going to be extremely important for both teams. Bulldogs going to be looking to pretty much put away the Britons, and Britain's going to be looking for a last push that keeps them close enough in this game for it to still be in reach in the 8th and 9th innings.
First pitch to Olowski is going to be rolled over foul, make it 0-1. Frederick sends in the 0-1, another foul ball. Didn't hear the sound of glass, so it looks like we're good.
For now.
For now.
I think, do you think the school would give me compensation for a new windshield?
No.
It's just my fault.
Yes.
That's tough.
It is tough.
That's tough.
It's tough. This one rolled over to third. And it's going to go Gutierrez to Valentine as 5-3 put out here as Olowski is retired in the top half of the 6th inning.
2 quick outs for the Bulldogs in the top of the 6th. Britain slowly seeing their chances fall away.
Yeah. Still got 10 outs to work with. 12-5 game. Curveball spun too high. Thanks for joining us here on the Adrian College Sports Network, streaming on WVAC Adrian 107.9 FM, as well as live, free, and in HD on the Adrian College TV YouTube channel. Matt Kibbe, joined by Dejon Hughes, would be happy to know where you're watching from. You can find us on Twitter. Mine's PXP Kibbe. Matt, if you mention me on Twitter, that one comes straight back at us. If you mention me on Twitter, I'll gladly give you a shout out on air. I'd love to know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. You know, get me involved. Let me know what you're feeling, how you like how this game's going, whether you're a Brit or a Bulldog. I'd love to hear from you. 2-1's the count. That one's a called strike on the outside corner. Make it 2-2. 2's on the board.
I feel a lot safer behind this netting for some reason than I do behind the hockey glass. I don't know why, but
strike 3, swinging, and Emery is going to get retired. And Frederick will get a 1-2-3 inning here in the top half of the 6th inning. The score remains 12-5. We'll be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College's 2020-2021 enrollment has set a new record at 1,865 students. The incoming freshman class of 602 new students helped set the new record. This is the 13th consecutive year the Bulldogs have had an incoming class of more than 500 freshmen. Nearly 6,000 high school seniors applied to attend Adrian College this fall. Why do so many students choose Adrian? Adrian is constantly expanding majors offered to incoming freshmen. If you're a high schooler or know someone who is looking at taking their education to the next level, AC could be the answer. To see the programs Adrian offers, learn more about the process, schedule a visit, and even apply today, visit adrian.edu/admissions. adrian.edu/admissions. We look forward to seeing you on campus.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network at Nicolay Field. New pitcher for the Albion Britons is going to be Michael Andanti. He pitched last inning, as it's going to be a foul ball off of the foot of Angel Gutierrez. So last inning was Michael Andanti.
notice it soon enough. And giving you the final line right now for Clippert. He had 1 2/3. 4 hits given up, as there's a little bit of an argument. 4 runs given up, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and a strikeout. As the Albion coach, Scott Carden, not happy with that foul ball call. It's 2-2 now. Home half of the 6th inning. Matt Kibbe, DeJohn Hughes in the booth. Rolls it over to the shortstop. 6-3 on the putout, and that's going to be the first out here in the 6th inning. Brings up Aaron Valentine.
Dante doing a great job closing out that last inning, stepping into this inning, getting an out to start and settling into this game. It's been a beautiful day so far today, though.
That one is on the outside. Makes it 1-0 on Valentine. Sees that one on the inside, calls it a strike. Make it 1-1. Rolls that one foul to the third base side, and it's going to be 1-2 here with 1 out for the Bulldogs. And Dante looking to keep the Bulldogs scoreless, keep his team in it. One and 2 the count. Swung on by Valentine, goes over to right field. Sun might play a factor here, but it's going to be caught by Perry, and that's going to be the second out of the inning.
Britt's looking to keep this one close, try and score a couple at the top of the 7th, get this game back close.
That brings up Jake Lemlin. Swings at the first offering, makes it 0-1. 0 for 2 on the day, reached on an error back in the 4th inning. That one bounced in. Rolled over. One and 2 the count here. 2 outs up on the board. 9-hole hitter Jake Lemlin is the batter. And Dente comes to the set. This one on the outside, call the ball, make it 2-2. Dente, a lot of freshmen, a lot of youth playing for the Britons on the mound today. This one rolled over. The pitcher grabs it, and Dente goes over, and he will take it unassisted and makes it the 3rd out of the inning. That will retire the side. Bulldogs go down quietly 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network for the last 3 innings of play.
To continue your athletic career while also pursuing your educational career? Adrian College houses dozens of varsity and club programs right here on campus, along with 77 undergraduate degrees and 47 majors. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit AdrianBulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Do you like going to a school with a Bulldog as the mascot? Yes. Do you love 60-degree weather, turf fields, and great athletic accommodations?
Yes.
A stellar hockey program?
Yes.
As well as other athletics?
Yes.
Then I have the college for you.
Really?
Adrian College in good old Adrian, Michigan would love to have you as a student here at the college.
Do you want to tell me what GDTBAB means, Matthew?
It's a great day to be a Bulldog here
Always.
on the campus of Adrian College.
A great day to be a Bulldog.
Somebody clip this out, send it over to the admissions house. Something to post it on social media.
We can be their new marketing crew.
We are the marketing crew, ACTV. Doing great work here for the Marketing and Public Relations Office. Let President Docking, Vice President Rebar know we're ready.
Locked, loaded, and ready to go.
Got it. That one is up high. Substitutions coming. Sean O'Keefe checks in at third base. Wang is up to bat for the Brits. Frederick still going to work here. As A.J. Miranda is over at first base. Swings at it. That's another base hit for Wang. Continues his stellar day. He is 3 for 3 with a walk.
Very solid day for Wang, and nice contact there, able to drive that one to the gap, looking to get things started for the Brits and close this 7-run gap a little bit.
Top of the 7th inning. McGann comes up to bat here, the cleanup hitter today. The announcements over the loudspeaker. So Gutierrez gets subbed out for as McGannon is going to get a single to right field on the ground. And we got something cooking here with the 3-4 hitters for the Britons.
No runners out. Great time for the Britons to be looking to rally. You got some opportunities here to kind of gamble a little bit.
That one gets past Gunnar Rainey, and it's going to advance both runners to second and third. Be curious to see if that's going to be a wild pitch or a pass ball. It is a pass ball. Makes it 1-0 on the batter, Mark Lero. The pitch from Frederick. Outside, call the ball, make it 2-0. This is the first time we've seen Frederick, 1, give up a couple of hits, and 2, have runners in scoring position here in this contest.
Yeah, he came in and really set the pace for himself and has gone off of that momentum and done well in shutting down the Brits.
First time we've seen him fall behind 3-0 as well. And it's up against Mark Lario, the left fielder. He's 0 for 3 today, looking to get a couple RBIs for the Brits. Frederick delivers, gets back into it, makes it 3-1.
It's a nice pitch down the middle to reset himself and look to try and come back in this count.
Swings at that one, pops it up foul, makes it full, 3-2, nobody out. You know, it's still got a little bit of that game inside a game to play here. You can see a sacrifice. Obviously, we won't see a bunt with it being 3-2, but roll one over. You want to hit it. Being a left-handed hitter, you want to get it to that first base side, the right field side, and try and score 2. Frederick sets the full count. Swung on, driven to right field, and it's going to go foul. That was smoked. Probably missed the
foul line by about 10 feet or so.
Yeah, that one ended up in the Britain's bullpen. Had the distance, or it looked like it was going to have the distance.
Lero swings and misses at the 3-2 offering for the first out of the inning, and that's exactly what Austin Frederick needed.
Good way for him to settle back down. And now he's going to be looking to pick up another one here, try and get himself out of a jam.
Andrew Arzilowicz comes up to the dish. He's the first pitch and lets it go for a ball.
Arzilowicz?
Arzilowicz. That's what Dave Van Giesen's going with. That's what we're going to go with.
I like it.
1-0.
Interesting name.
Called a strike on the outside with the breaking ball. Arzilowicz swings at the 1-1, goes to center field. It's trailing to the wall, and it will drop and go over the fence. It's going to be a ground rule double, as it will score 2 runs. An 2-run double for the Britons for Andrew Arzilowicz.
Good for the Britons. They are able to get 2 runs, get this lead back down to 5.
Here, Coach Rainey yelling to his team, hey, don't worry about it. You got to get out of the inning. Get out of the inning here. That's your first priority.
That should always be the first priority. Sometimes you're going to give up a few, but getting out of the inning is all you can control at that very time.
Swung on and missed the 1 offering. One out, runner on second base in scoring position. The Britons trying to get back into this game. It's 12-7 now. That one's up high for a ball, 1-1. Frederick works on the far first base side of the rubber, and he's solely from the stretch. 1-1, he comes set. Running at second base. Happy feet. Delivery. Outside, it was a bender. Didn't have much bend with it, though.
He's got to look to just remain calm and breathe here and give himself a chance to get out of this inning.
The 2-1. Right on the paint, make it 2-2. Perry is 2 for 3 on the day. Has a strikeout, a double, and a hit.
He had the earlier ground rule double that batted in 2 in that 4th inning.
Check swing. Called a ball on the outside. Thought it might have been there, but it was an off-speed pitch. Three-two the count for Frederick. 1 out. Perry looking to cash in another run. Swings at that offering and fouls it off to the third base side. Bulldogs ranked number 17 in the country, and it's because of arms like Frederick that you get that ranking.
I love the effort there from the bench. I've seen it a couple times today now to get those foul-tipped balls. Full speed, 100% effort is all you get from this Bulldog squad, whether it be a bench member getting the ball, bench member providing energy, or somebody out on the field.
3-2 the count, 1 out here for Perry.
Swings foul, goes right into the dugout. Three-two again. We'll do it for the third time here.
It's been a nice battle between these two. Very important here. If the Brits are able to get a hit off of this, this could really provide some serious momentum for them.
Time called. Let's see it step out and do it again. Three-two the count. Frederick working to get out of this inning. The 3-2. Swung on, going to center field. Peck gives chase. Looking at it over his head. It's going to bounce it off the base of the wall. This will bring in a run. Peck sends it right to second. Nobody home, but the first baseman, Miranda, comes over and stops it. An RBI double for Dylan Perry.
The second of the game. He had one, like I said, in that fourth where they scored 4 runs. He had a ground rule double to bring in 2. A little conversation here with Frederick.
Yeah. That's going to bring out Craig Prince. And Zach Gray, the DH, who has 2 RBIs. Offensive timeout, something you see every once in a while.
Yeah, I wonder what they could be trying to strategize here. Down only 4 runs now with 3 already in this inning, only 1 out. They, like I said earlier, kind of have a little bit they can gamble with.
Still 2 outs to get for the Bulldogs. Frederick still on the mound after having a chat with Craig Prince, my apologies. Zach Gray steps into the box. The right-on-right battle here. It's 12-8, a 4-run lead for the Bulldogs. Swung on at that first offering, was way ahead of the off-speed pitch. Kind of been the name of the game. Every time the Bulldogs get a big lead, Albion just kind of climbs back into it.
They've been keeping it close, and if they're able to do that for the next inning and a half, they might be able to put together a nice top half of the ninth to force the Bulldogs to come out in the bottom half.
Frederick gets Gray to go fishing there. Makes it 0-2. Hook that player like a fish.
Please don't.
I'm sorry. 0-2, 1 out. He swings and misses. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Frederick gets back into it.
Huge momentum killer for the Brits there. Getting a hit there could have put them in nice position. Even if it was a single and you put runners on the corners with 1 out, put you in great position, especially with your stolen base percentage coming into the day.
That brings up Patrick Marola, center fielder, with 2 outs and a runner on second. That pitch is in the left-handed batter's box for a ball. That one's rolled over. Foul ball, making it 1-1.
Interested to see if the Bulldogs are going to be able to answer this call. They answered after giving up 1 in the beginning of the first, coming back with 3, then tying the 4 that they gave up in the fourth. And they've given up 3 so far now.
Swung on and missed there, makes it 1-2, and Frederick's a strike away from getting out of this inning. Frederick comes to the set. The 1-2 on Morella.
Swung on and missed. Drop third strike. Rainey will go down to first and complete the strikeout. That will do it. The Britons come back, though, but and get 3 runs to make it 12-8 as we go in to the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Welcome back here to NCAA Field on the campus of Adrian College. Albion and Adrian, rivalry matchup here in the non-conference MIAA contest. It's 12-8 right now in favor of Adrian College. Top of the order up with Thomas Miller, Ty Peck, and Gunnar Rainey.
A couple runs here could possibly seal the game for the Bulldogs, but then again, the Brits showing a lot of fight today and keeping this game close all day.
1-0 early. And Dainty still on the mound for the Britons in his second inning of work. Actually, I think it's his third inning of work.
I do think it's his third.
That one is outside, makes it 3-1. One's up high, a 5-pitch walk there for Miller. His second one, that's how we started off the game in the bottom half of the 4th inning, was a walk to Miller. Ty Peck steps into the box.
He's had a great day today.
He's looking to lay down a bunt, goes right back to the mound, looks 2, and then goes 1, and safe is going to be the call. The first baseman was off the bat. Official score is going to be E1, sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, pass, or that throw a little bit behind the first baseman there, causing him to step off the bag. Umpires are going to convene here on the first base path and see if calls need to be changed. And no, they're going to keep him safe.
So runners at first and second now for Gunnar Rainey. We saw this a familiar sight back in the first inning. Nobody out. Cooper on second, Peck on first, and Gunnar Rainey up to bat.
Last time we saw this exact thing, Gunnar Rainey went to center field for a 3-run bomb.
He was
to start the game.
Looking to bunt on that first pitch. Really shows the gamemanship that head coach Craig Rainey has for Albion, seeing that they've been coming back. You want to get some runs here. You want to keep extending your lead, and if you got to play small ball to do it, you will.
I mean, he has 700 career wins in his 28 seasons here at Adrian College. He definitely knows what it takes to win, and that's all he wants to do.
2-1 here on Gunnar Rainey. Hitters count for the fifth-year senior. Sees that one come in on the outside, make it 2-2. Nobody out with Cooper on second and Peck on first. And Dainty comes to the set, throws this one in, and it's outside. Something we haven't talked about really is, and Dainty is kind of a mid-arm slot guy. Not over the top, but not submarine. He's more of like a slinger. I think Chris Sale is kind of how he's throwing this ball. Rainey goes over the head of the second baseman. That one drops, and everybody moves up one base.
That was a nice comparison there of a Dainty to Chris Sale. Very, very similar. And his throwing approach here. Had a chance there from the second baseman to snag that one out of the air, not able to do so. Bases loaded.
Brings up Joe Castle. Joe Castle. I keep messing that up.
It's Casale. Yeah,
Casale.
right the first time.
I got to trust myself a little bit more. We're still working up here, essentially our spring training.
It is our spring training.
He swings at that one, fouls it off, makes it 1-1.
Excited for some spring football as well. Adrian winning their first game of the year against Alma yesterday, 21-6.
This one going to left field, and it's called foul. It had the distance. Casale had a little bit of a flip on that one as well. Was looking at it, waiting for the call. It went down the line and barely went foul, left of the foul pole.
Everybody was kind of just looking around like, well, is it fair? Is it foul? It was pretty much on the line. That one ends up going foul.
He swings at this one. This one goes to center field, and coming in is going to be Morella. He gets it, sends this one home. It's not in time. It will score the run. Sacrifice fly for Casale.
It's a nice run there by the Bulldogs. One or two more in this inning, and we could be looking at a tough task for the Britons.
That's going to bring up Brandon Cooper. Inside on him. Settles with it. Makes it 1-0. Swings at that one. Sends it straight away center field. It's going back over top of the wall, and that's going to be a 3-run homer for Brandon Cooper.
Second 3-run homer of the day for the Bulldogs. First one, courteous of Gunnar Rainey in the first inning, and this one, courtesy of Brandon Cooper, who flexes as he gets to home plate. Bulldogs leading big, 16-8.
Wow. That was straight away center field. You could see Morella giving chase and just looking up and watching it sail over the center field fence. And that's going to do it. That's going to be the day for Michael Andainty. We're going to take a break here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We'll be right back in 60 seconds here on ACSN.
Miss Constitution Day, the George W. Romney Institute for Law and Public Policy presented the annual Philip J. Perkowski Constitution Day Address on Adrian College TV this year.
His presentation, based on his extensive experience in the courtroom, promises to be revealing and thought-provoking. It's called Making the Words Matter, How All of Us, Not Just the Courts, Can Fulfill the Promise of the Constitution. Please join me in welcoming Brett DeGroff.
Using the arc of the moral universe quote too loosely carries with it a danger of magical thinking. Technically, we couldn't have expected the Constitution to do anything about it earlier. It was perfectly legal under the Constitution up to that point. The real action in this area is going to happen at the local level, in cities and in townships, because city and township governments fund and supervise police departments.
You can watch his revealing and thought-provoking speech now on Adrian College TV.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Matt Kibbe DeJean Hughes here in the booth for this NCAA baseball matchup. Getting the changes here in the scorebook. Michael Andante's final line, 2 1/3, 4 hits, 5 runs. 4 of them were earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts. And that will bring in Peyton Ellis for the Britons. Looking at his numbers on the year. Peyton Ellis looks to be his first appearance. Yep, it will be his first appearance here in the season, the young season. As Ellis will look to halt the Bulldogs. Looks like we're going to see a pinch hitter here. Brandon Baldus will come in to bat in place of Kevin Cardenti, the DH. He sees the first pitch ball, and then the second one is also a ball. On the year, Baldus. Check swing, 3-0. Batting 167 on the year. 6 at-bats, 1 hit. 3-0 here. He gets a 4-pitch walk. He'll head down to first.
You might be seeing this game slip away from the Britons. Pitcher Peyton Ellis looking to get himself settled into this game for first 4 pitches. 2 up, 2 down. Trying to find the zone for now. Gives up a walk early.
Sean O'Keefe seeing his first at-bat of the night with an 8-run lead. 0-1, called a strike on the outside. See the shadows starting to play a little bit of a factor here. It's only covering home plate. The pitcher is still out in the sun. The 0-1 block there by the catcher McCann.
Interested with that design and why they decided to go with covering only home plate and how it does affect batters or pitchers and et cetera, and if it gives really any advantage to the Bulldogs considering they spend a majority of their time here.
I think the design necessarily kind of forced into the plot of land that we're here at the Nick. Now, I mean, I wouldn't say force. We're on the campus of Adrian College, barely on the campus of Adrian College, on what we call as students the back 40 here at Adrian. Just a beautiful facility, kind of secluded away. We got the Frank and Shirley Dick baseball and softball practice facility, an indoor hitting facility essentially with some mounds and stuff. And then you got the beautiful Nicolay Field and the Adrian College softball field as O'Keefe sends this one up high in the silo. Might have been a homer if we were getting some corn. It's going to be a fly out here.
I really need you to do better with your jokes. I thought you'd have a few written up or
Come
something.
on, that's
man.
You guys have never heard of a home run in a silo?
No. No.
Hey, Prang, have you heard of a home run in a silo? How have you not heard of a home run in a silo?
Maybe we just don't. We're not around enough baseball, man.
God, play baseball for a couple. You know it, Goose. There we
There
go.
you go,
Goose knows it. That's all that matters. Home run in a silo. That one's fouled off behind as Miranda's getting his first at-bat.
There's a home run into somebody's car.
Jesus.
we're gonna go that route.
Wow, 1-1 here on Miranda. I can't believe guys got to go watch some baseball every once in a while. This one popped up. Please don't hit the truck.
I'm getting real scared now.
It's getting a little sketchy here today. Thanks for joining us here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Matt Kibbe, DeJean Hughes up here in the booth here on WVAC Adrian 107.9 FM. Glad to have you with us, as always. Excited to start bringing you baseball here on the campus of Adrian College. 2s across the board.
This is about that time I said I was going to go move my car, too. So, I mean.
He did miss the 7th inning stretch.
I know. It wasn't much of a stretch. it was about 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
Miranda rolls one over in between the hole and third and second. And he's going to get a base hit. Everyone moves up.
A 2-hour rally here could really take the sails. The wind out of the sails of the Britons. Any more runs here could really push this deficit. Excuse me. I feel like
deficit.
I don't know what's going on.
I think you were close enough.
I was pretty close. It'll just push it too far, almost not achievable to come back from.
They'll score 16-8 right now. As that one drops in for Ellis. It's crazy, spring sports getting going, the fall sports getting going. The only season that's actually wrapping up on time was the winter sports.
Yeah, they're on their way out of the door now.
A couple of the club hockey teams still finishing up their season. NCAA is all done. Women come back with the Slats Cup last night.
They're 6th in a row.
Hey.
I mean, when they're that good, it's kind of hard not to.
I'm trying to be careful with my word choice here, talking about hockey. I'm aware of where I'm at. I'm keeping my distance from the hockey players right now. 1-2 the count. This one's sent in and called strike 3. Might have been a little outside, but either way, that's going to do it here for the 7th inning. The Bulldogs stretch a couple across, get 4 runs on a couple of hits, and we'll head into the top of the 8th inning. The Britons have 6 outs to work with here on ACSN. We'll be right back.
Want to see the Adrian College Outdoor Performance Band in action? The band performed on Adrian College TV, and you can watch the stream again anytime, anywhere. Professional audio technician Christopher Momini beautifully captured the event, and you can listen to the entire performance now. Visit Adrian College TV on YouTube to listen to the concert.
Welcome back here on the campus of Adrian College at the beautiful Nicolay Field. New pitcher for the Bulldogs, Trip Russo. Freshman from Tampa, Florida, played at Powerhouse Tampa Jesuit. National Powerhouse. It's Fernando Russo. Helped me out on Twitter with that one. Appreciate some of the game notes you passed along for us. And I will take your advice. I have scheduled meetings with both head coach of softball, Ashley Schedule, and I'll be scheduling some meetings with the baseball coaching staff to get back into the game. We just came off of our winter sports schedule here on the campus. And Trip Russo, wow. What a breaking ball there as the first pitch offering to Drew Olowski.
What a way to come in and set the pace, too. Let them know you're in for business. You're here to close this out.
That one's called a ball. What a name. What a name, Trip Russo. I love it. I believe he's got a brother on the team as well. One swung through, makes it 1-2.
I'm not seeing any relation.
Oh, there should be one. There's what it is. That one swung on the breaking ball. This is the first out of the inning. Swinging strikeout for Drew Orlowski for the first out of the inning. Joe and Trip Russo.
Joe sounds familiar. That name sounds really familiar.
Joe Russo.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, but like,
is he on the?
I don't think he's on the roster. There's a Joe Toth.
Oh, and swung through from Russo, makes it 0-1.
Interesting.
Might just be in the program.
Didn't dress today, so
Just
didn't get
didn't
put
dress,
on the
yeah.
roster. Or I shouldn't say the roster, the program.
This one sent high and deep. Peck giving chase, and he robs that home run from Braden Emery. Nominating that, capture that replay. I'm nominating that for play of the week right now. Absolute robbery from Ty Peck on Braden Emery.
And I mean, our player, and team of the week is going to be extremely hard to choose from this week. I mean, you know, we got a couple guys out here hitting home runs and snagging home runs out of the air. We got ladies over at the lacrosse field dropping 7 goals. It's going to be a tough one. Women's hockey coming back with 6 in a row. Like, it's tough.
This one flying back up. That one's going to be caught in the silo by Lund. As we'll go into the bottom half of the 8th inning. Bulldogs keep on pushing. 1-2-3 inning. Take a look before we head to the break at this replay from Ty Peck's robbery in center field. We'll see you for the bottom half of the 8th inning after this. Robs that home run from Braden Emery. Nominating that, capture that replay.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. Welcome back. Here to Adrian College and the Nicolay Field. I didn't get a chance to drink my water. That is what it is. We got a new catcher. Ben Coble, the freshman, checking in for Matt McGannon. Number 4. And that will end Matt McGann's day, and he was really having a day.
He did well.
Played really well.
Kept some errant pitches in front of him and even tried to pick off a couple guys. And he did well at the plate as well.
Brings up the top of the order with Thomas Miller. That one is outside, makes it 2-0. Other changes for the Britons. So this one swung on high and deep, but it goes foul into the bullpen.
That had some good distance on it, just too far left. Bulldogs still swinging their bats.
That one up high from Ellis. That one hits Miller on the 3-1 offering. He'll go down to first base.
Third time today, Bulldogs have been hit. great way to start the inning as they look to hopefully finish the Britons off.
Ty Peck comes up to bat after making a stellar play in the outfield. That one is inside, make it 1-0.
You know, for these teams to be ranked first and third in the conference for double plays, there were little to no opportunities for any tonight, and we saw one that was unsuccessful.
Pickoff attempt looking for Miller. Already has a stolen base today. That one's up high, makes it 2-0.
Ellis has had a little bit of trouble settling into this game. Bulldogs holding such a big lead is tough for him to try and contain that.
Peck rolls it over foul. It's 2-1 now. Just about to hit the 3-hour mark for this game. A pretty quick game in terms of baseball in a 9-inning game. That one hits Peck as well. It's a second hit batsman for Ellis and as many batters.
They've really stood in and took some hits from a couple of these pitches. Coach going to come out and talk to him now. Looks like,
yeah, that's going to do it for Peyton Ellis's day, and we'll see a reliever come in. We'll have more information for you when we come back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We will see you on the other side of this pitching change.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News and World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News and World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back here to the Nicolay Field. New pitcher in, Ray Kean. He is going to relieve Peyton Ellis. Looking for some numbers here. This might be his first appearance as well. Looks like it is.
I say you said that earlier, and it wasn't that guy's first appearance. So I wonder if it is his first appearance.
Well, I guess it is what it is.
It is
at this point.
Either way, he's in the game, looking to retire the side for the Bulldogs with 2 runners on.
Yeah, those 2 runners. So we're still waiting. We don't know officially Peyton Ellis' final line. The 2 runners on base are still his. Nobody out, so the Bulldogs can get them in. And we have this situation once again. Thomas Miller on second, Ty Peck at first, and Gunnar Aney at the dish. Sees the first offering. It's up high, ball 1. Not very often I give shout-outs to some of the equipment that I use. I'm going to give a huge shout-out to Bob Carpenter Scorebooks. This thing is amazing. That one, a called strike. I bought it. I was looking. I'm like, you know what? I need to be taking score. If I'm going to be doing play-by-play, I'm going to be getting into these softball and baseball games. I need to be taking score, knowing what's going on. And so I go online and I go, I get into a scorebook, a baseball scorebook group on Facebook. Like, they just love taking score.
Nice.
I'm like, I'm a broadcaster. Another hits batter as Gunnar Aney. 3 in a row between 2 different pitchers for the Britons. And the bases are now juiced. for Joe Cassell. But I was in that group, and I'm looking for it, and I go, hey, I'm a broadcaster. Are there any other broadcasters in the group? 2, what scorebook do you use? This Bob Carpenter scorebook gets recommended to me, and I'm looking at it. It's a steep price. I had to pay $45 for it, but I get 200 games out of it. So, I mean, give and take there. But then I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this is – I start looking into it, start seeing other broadcasters using it, and the pros are using it. The minor league guys are using it. College guys are using it. So I picked it up, and I have been very happy with it. Very happy with it. I've used it for 4 softball games this past week. This is the first time using it for baseball, and it's been incredible. It's been incredible. Some of the resources we get as broadcasters, we take for granted sometimes, but this is one of those things where I'm very happy with the purchase.
Good. I'm glad that the money was worth it and you have a quality book to use here. And this game has definitely kept you busy using it. Trevin Grossier stepping in to pinch hit for the Bulldogs.
Oh, you caught that for me. So a pitch hitter here. He'll go down in 3 pitches. A strikeout there. And now Nick Roush.
Nick Roush. Fun fact, in my communications, TV, and radio announcing class, I was in a radio show with Nick Roush freshman year.
What was that like?
He's a cool guy. Knows quite a bit about sports, and not just
I would
baseball.
hope so, right?
Not just baseball.
Roush sees ball 1. The 1-0. Bases are loaded here with 1 out for Roush. The score is 16-8, an 8-run lead for the Bulldogs, and it has been an offensive affair in this contest.
For both sides, Bulldogs seem to be responding a lot to the Brits. There's only 2 innings up on the board that the Bulldogs scored in that the Albions didn't score in. Albion put up 1, Bulldogs 3. Albion 4, Bulldogs 4. Albion 3, Bulldogs 4. Great responses by the Bulldog offense all day.
15 hits for the Bulldogs, 13 for the Britons, and they have 5 errors as well, which is playing a factor into this one. That one fouled into the netting.
Yeah, those 5 errors playing a huge factor into it. A couple of those led to runs being scored.
Full count here on Roush. Swings and gets it over to short. It hits off the end of his glove, and everybody will move up 1 base. I would imagine that would be a hit for Roush, as it was a dive attempt by the shortstop. More often than not, when you see a player leave their feet, it's going to be ruled a hit. That'll be an RBI for Roush, and that continues. That 5 spot, 4 RBIs from it today. A home run from Brandon Cooper, and now an RBI for Roush. Still bases loaded with 1 out here. And it looks like
they hit him again.
They get a hit pitch. Hit by pitch, and that's going to be another run for the Bulldogs. And that's not what you want to see if you're the Britons, is 4 hit by pitch in this inning, and one of them leading to a run. And we'll see another pitching change here on the Adrian College Sports Network, and we'll take another 60-second break and be right back.
Miss Constitution Day? The George W. Romney Institute for Law and Public Policy presented the annual Philip J. Perkowski Constitution Day Address on Adrian College TV this year.
His presentation, based on his extensive experience in the courtroom, promises to be revealing and thought-provoking. It's called Making the Words Matter: How All of Us, Not Just the Courts, Can Fulfill the Promise of the Constitution. Please join me in welcoming Brett DeGroff.
Using the arc of the moral universe quote too loosely carries with it a danger of magical thinking. Technically, we couldn't have expected the Constitution to do anything about it earlier. It was perfectly legal under the Constitution up to that point. The real action in this area is going to happen at the local level, in cities and in townships, because city and township governments fund and supervise police departments.
You can watch his revealing and thought-provoking speech now on Adrian College TV.
Welcome back here to the Adrian College Sports Network. Matt Kibbe, DeJohn Hughes here. 18-8, a 10-run lead for the Adrian College Bulldogs with the bases loaded.
Only one out as well. Bulldogs looking to put a few more on to completely solidify this game. Brits will have 3 outs, top of the 9th, to try and crawl back in.
That's going to be the likes of Sean O'Keefe in the box now for the Bulldogs. 1 out here, bases loaded still. The new pitcher, Hayden Rentschler. One's up high, almost hits him. Rentschler sends in the 1-0. It's down 2-0. Sean O'Keefe has power. Give him a pitch to hit, he'll drive it. Wind's still blowing out here at the Nick. The 2-0. Swings right through it, it's 2-1.
Yeah, don't know how many more times we'll see wind blow out to center field. Not something we see often in general.
Swings at that one, fouls it off once again. Back into what is now the new temporary rugby field here on the back 40. Talk about something other than hockey to make Mike Prang happy. Rugby, women's and men's rugby coming in the fall of 2021 as O'Keefe swings through that one. That's going to be a strikeout for Rentschler. That's what they needed.
Did our esports team get up and running, or are they coming in the fall as well?
I think the esports team is up and running, or they're still recruiting at least, and then they'll start competition in the fall of 2021.
Okay. Couple new sports coming to campus. You guys will be busy. Sad I won't be around to
out of the crew that's here, I'm the
talents.
only one that will be busy. Caitlin Parisi, a senior. DeJohn Hughes, a senior.
Well, don't be saying that. We'll be busy, just not here.
I'll be the only one that's busy.
I don't want to hear that.
I'll have guaranteed things to do.
Well, let me put it like this. Let me put it like this. Bills are definitely guaranteed.
Bills.
So,
yeah.
And 2, if you ever need some help, let me know. If I got some free time, I'll come back.
Come back from the zoo.
Some little volunteer work ain't bad.
Okay, I remember that. Try and get Caitlin Parisi to volunteer, but unfortunately, she'll be making her way out to Syracuse.
New house.
Congratulations for that, Caitlin. I don't think we've talked about that on air. We have some stellar students moving on to the next level from the communication department.
We do.
That one's upstairs. Make it 2-2 on Miranda. DeJohn, I think you're heading to Western, right?
I am. I was able to get a position with their Bronco Productions, which is basically what we do here at ACTV, and then I'll probably go ahead and get a grad school degree while I'm there.
Man, We are incredible. Incredible. A.J. Miranda strikes out to end the 8th inning, and the Bulldogs will look to shut the door with a 10-run lead as we go to the top of the 9th, 18-8 in favor of Adrian College. We'll be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome back here to the Nicolay Field, home of the Adrian College Bulldogs. Trip Russo is not on the mound, I believe. Looks like a new pitcher in. Kind of let you know the changes whenever I can get them to you. Trip Russo done for the day. New pitcher is Jacob Hanian. Hanoan. Thank you. He needs 3 outs. He gets the first strike. Coble is leading off the 9th inning. 4-5-6. He rolls over to short. Miller goes over to first, and that's going to do it for the first out. 6-3 on the putout. Mark? No, we're going to have a pinch hitter here.
12, Braden Emery. Or no, 13. Excuse me, Gabe Mata.
Gabe Mata steps up to the dish in replace of Mark Lario. Both teams seemingly emptying their bench. The 10-run Bulldog lead. 2-0 for Hanoyan. He sends one in. This one called strike. Some of the changes. Roush stays in to play left. Grusser goes over and plays right. Mix comes in and is at second now. That one hits him. Slider gets away from the pitcher, and we'll see a runner on first base.
Maybe to end the game, we'll see that double play that we thought that we would see a lot of today with both these teams ranked so high in the conference in double plays.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I think we – you have a pitcher with a good slider. Just got away from him, but you'll see it, and that's the kind of pitch that you want to roll over on. You can see the 6-4-3 double play. Teddy Hirschfield is the batter now. Called strike, I think. I did not see it.
I didn't see the call either.
I did not. I was trying to keep the scorebook up to date.
They didn't put it on the board either.
Oh, it's called a ball.
Everybody up here in the booth a little confused on their first pitch. It looks like the count's going to be 1-1.
So Hirschfield batting now. That one outside, called a ball, and make it 2-1. 3-0 is actually the count.
Everybody
So
up here
first
wrong.
pitch was the ball.
Everybody up here wrong.
I thought I heard the umpire call out a strike. I didn't see a hand signal, but I wasn't looking. So Hirschfield, 3-0, sees that one, and it's called a ball. 4-pitch walk. And Britons have runners at first and second.
Good time to rally if you're the Brits. If you're able to grab 3 or 4 runs here with just 1 out, you could still make a 2-out rally.
Dylan Perry steps up. He is 3 for 4. Swings at the first pitch. 0-1. The 0-1. Runners at first and second for Perry. He swings through that one and makes it 0-2. Annoying looks really good.
Yeah,
Minus a couple shaky starts. Still looking good.
Yeah, I mean, had a couple bullpen pitches, came out and warmed up, and he's tried to throw some tricky pitches out here, and only one got away from him, really.
Foul ball caught by Gunnarini. That will be a strikeout for Hanoyan. So we won't see that double play.
I guess not. It does not matter at this point. Next out will seal the game for the Bulldogs.
That one's outside on Zach Gray. Like I said, Britain's down to their final out. Down by 10 with runners on first and second here in the top of the ninth. Swung through, fouled off by Gray. 1-1 the count. As Gray stands in. That one's outside. Rainey throws it down to first, and he's going to get him. That will do it. Gunnar Rainey throws out a runner at third to end this contest, and the Bulldogs win by a final score of 18-8.
Great job by the Bulldogs today. They came out, fell behind quickly, 1-0, and then after that, they responded quickly with 3, and then all game it was the Bulldogs being up after the third inning, being up 7-1, a 6-goal lead. It kind of never went away. The Brits would get back in, but then the Bulldogs would push that lead back out. Brits not just not able to do enough to ever take the lead today, besides the opening inning.
We're going to take a quick 60-second break, and then we're going to come back with our final thoughts on the game before we head out. So stay tuned here for the final thoughts from Matt Kibbe and Dejan Hughes here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College's 2020-2021 enrollment has set a new record at 1,865 students. The incoming freshman class of 602 new students helped set the new record. This is the 13th consecutive year the Bulldogs have had an incoming class of more than 500 freshmen. Nearly 6,000 high school seniors applied to attend Adrian College this fall. Why do so many students choose Adrian? Adrian is constantly expanding majors offered to incoming freshmen. If you're a high schooler or know someone who is looking at taking their education to the next level, AC could be the answer. To see the programs Adrian offers, learn more about the process, schedule a visit, and even apply today, visit adrian.edu/admissions. adrian.edu/admissions. We look forward to seeing you on campus.
Welcome back here to the beautiful campus of Adrian College at the Nicolay Field. Matt Kibbe, Dejan Hughes up here in the booth. Final line for today's game. The Brits, 8 runs, 13 hits, 5 errors, 9 left on base. Adrian, 18 runs on 16 hits, no errors, 10 left on base. Winning pitcher, Hunter Smith, improves to 2-0. Peter Locke goes to 1-1 on the year. And the Bulldogs get a big win in non-conference play, kind of get back into the swing of things after dropping 3 in a row. And now they'll improve on the year after beating Albion.
Did a great job coming out. Got a strong start from star pitcher Mo Hanley, and then the offense got their bats going and once the bats were going, it was pretty easy for the pitching rotation to keep the Bulldogs ahead.
Overall, we saw a lot. We saw an offensive explosion. We saw Albion give a lot of fight, but then towards the end, it wasn't much going for Albion. They weren't able to do anything with it. What do you like out of them? What are you going to be looking forward to for them out of the MIAA season?
They play with a lot of heart and a lot of grit and a lot of determination. They never wanted to give up in this game. Even though there were big leads, they were finding ways to keep themselves in this game. They had their bats going. They were trying to make plays in the field. They play with a lot of heart, and that's always important. You can tell that they play more for the locker room, the guy next to them, and the name on their chest more than themselves. And then the Bulldogs, they just, like I said, did a great job of answering. A lot of teams can't always answer when a team gives them a punch, and the Bulldogs were able to do just that.
Overall, for Adrian College, Mo Hanley was on the mound, looked pretty good. Obviously, I think everybody would admit there's some stuff to work on, a little bit of control, and giving up that one run early, which we thought Albion might take advantage of. But either way, Hanley settled down in his last 2 innings and then gave way to the likes of Hunter Smith, who gets credit for the win. But another pitcher that we saw a lot of work out of was Austin Frederick for the Bulldogs. He really came in and shut the door. He had 1 inning pitched, no runs, no hits, and a couple of strikeouts as well. Looked really good for Adrian College. The pitching, that's what gets you to championships. Pitching wins it. It's not necessarily the offense. It's your pitchers keeping you in the game, and your offense just getting you some runs.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a solid I shouldn't say a solid pitcher. If you don't have one very good pitcher and then a few solid pitchers behind him for a rotation, you're going to be in very tough trouble when you start getting into tournament play and teams are going to be throwing their best at you. Of course, your offense will be able to do something. You're going to need some runs, but it's more about your pitchers and your defense being able to limit the amount of runs that you guys give up.
Overall, the final score 18-8 in favor of Adrian College. DJ, any final thoughts before we head out?
Offensive explosion today was very fun to see. Sometimes baseball can be a little bit of a slower sport, but today the bats were going for both sides, and we saw lots of runs. Very exciting game.
That's going to do it for us here. The final score for the Bulldogs is 18-8 here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Thanks for joining us. Looking ahead for the Bulldogs, their next game will be here on Saturday, March 27th, a doubleheader, officially the start of the conference season for the Bulldogs as they take on the Trine University Thunder. That game will start at 2 p.m., followed by the 4 p.m. game for Albion. They will get going in their conference setup with a Friday doubleheader against Olivet. They'll be traveling to Olivet, Michigan, for a 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. game as well. That'll be on Friday the 26th. You can catch Adrian College's next home game here on the Adrian College Sports Network on Saturday against Trine. Today's final score, 18-8 in favor of Adrian College. Hunter Smith gets the win. Peter Locke for Albion takes the loss. We're going to leave you with the highlights here on ACSN. For Caitlin Parisi, our director, DeJohn Hughes on the color, I'm Matt Kibbe. We will see you next time here on ACSN. At the back of the wall, and it's gone! A home run for Gunnar Rainey. 3-1 shot makes it 3-1 here at the Nicolay Field.
What a solid start to the year for him. Now his 7th RBI on the year.
In second for Valentine at the dish. The 0-1. This one swung on high in center field. In no man land, the triangle, but is going to be caught by the center fielder, Merlo, and that will retire the side. 1-1 the count. Here on Cardenti. He's the designated hitter. He's got a hit back in that first inning. Rolls this one between the hole at short and third, and it's going to get through. Coming all the way and scoring from second field gap. It's going to fall. This should score too. Gutierrez at second. He's going to round it and head to third. Looking for the relay are the Britons, and it's going to be falling to the side. It's going to be a 2-run triple. Hunter Smith trying to get out of his first jam here in the contest. This one sent back up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. This should score too. Peck gathers it. It bobbles off of his glove, and he's going to have to send it right up. Keelan Wang 1 for 1 on the day. He sends one to center field, and it's going to drop. 2 runs coming in. Cut off by Valentine at first, and a 2 RBI single. So it will be marked 2BE7. This one's swung on. That's going to be Joe Cassell. He's going to try and beat this one out. He will! Gutierrez swings, hits one right over the second baseman. It's going to roll all the way to the wall in right center field. This should score 2. He might get another one. He's going to be held up at second. No, he's going to get back there. Nobody's at second base, so he's safe. The third baseman, and it will go into the dugout. He'll be awarded third. A 2 RBI double.
They gave him third and home. So he's going to come all the way through and score.
That was Coach Craig Rainey's 700th win as Cassell pops one up, and the center fielder, Morella, makes a nice play, sends this one home. It's not going to be in time. Swings at the 1-1, goes to center field. It's trailing to the wall, and it will drop and go over the fence. It's going to be a ground rule double as it will score 2. The 3-2. Swung on, going to center field. Peck gives chase. Looking at it over his head. It's going to bounce it off the base of the wall. This will bring in a run. Peck sends it right to second. Nobody home but the first baseman, Miranda. He swings to this one. This one goes to center field, and coming in is going to be Morella. He gets it, sends this one home. It's not in time. And Cooper.
Second 3-run homer of the day for the Bulldogs. First one, courteous of Gunnar Rainey in the first inning. And this one, courtesy of Brandon Cooper.
This one sent high and deep. Peck giving chase, and he robs that home run from Braden Emery. Nominating that, capture that replay. Full count here on Roche. Swings and gets it over to short. It hits off the end of his glove, and everybody will move up one base. I would imagine that would be a
Want to learn more about Adrian College Television? To find out more about ACTV, you can visit our website at adriancollege.tv. You can find direct links to our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and other social media platforms there. Bulldog students can submit a request to become an announcer for ACTV. Fans can see press releases about upcoming events and what's happening at the Media Production House. Visit adriancollege.tv for more. The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well. Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
We lost
places,
moments together, face to face, hand in hand, arm in arm.
More celebrations in uniform and graduations in cap and gown.
You take us to places we'd never imagined. You hold us to a higher standard. You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a future full of promise.
We see a better world for you, for all of us, for college sports.